Just doing a quick run through of the hinged single leg step down. This one's really good for just basically getting a good sense and strengthening of the glute medius in a squatting pattern specifically, which is where a lot of people have a bit of trouble with it. So what we're going to be doing with this one foot up on an elevated platform like a step. With the other foot, we're going to point our heel. And effectively what we're going to be doing here is tapping our heel on the ground, but not letting the weight shift onto that foot. Now, I mentioned before, hinged, because we're going to be driving that hip back until we get a bit of a stretch through the hamstring and the glute right up here in the corner on the standing leg. And I'm going to point this heel down to the ground. I'm going to maintain this hip hinge, so I'm not coming up and down out of it. Instead, I am just sinking down and back and pressing through the foot. Now we can lean a hand onto something for a little bit of stability and balance if we need to. But as we progress, we want to be able to do this without external support. As we're going, we want to make sure that that foot is gripped down quite firmly on the platform as well, because that's going to enhance the stability too. And of course, opening from the hip in order to keep that knee on top of the foot. Now, as we progress with this one, rather than just increasing weight early on, we want to increase the height. So we take this step, put a couple of the spaces underneath, and it's the same thing, but just a little bit higher. Generally, I prescribe this at somewhere between 8 and 15 reps per side. Now, if we're doing this for rehab purposes, we basically want to get it so that we are going as high as is required in order to get to a full squat range. So for me, I would basically need to have this high enough that I am effectively getting to this depth before my heel touches the ground on this side and then pressing through to lift out of it.